The message of why your thoughts attract riches is not merely about the pursuit of money, nor is it confined to financial abundance. Instead, it reaches into something deeper, something more profound, the recognition that our thoughts are living forces, shaping the invisible fabric of our reality. The book reminds us that wealth, whether in money, health, relationships, or inner peace, is never the result of chance. It is the outcome of the consistent energy, beliefs, and attitudes we carry within ourselves. It is our inner climate, our daily thoughts, that act as the soil in which the seeds of our destiny are planted. At its core, the book teaches us that thoughts are not passive streams floating through our minds, they are magnetic currents. Every idea we hold with conviction, every image we rehearse in our imagination, every word we repeat to ourselves in the silence of our hearts carries a vibration. And that vibration, like a tuning fork, calls forth experiences, people, and opportunities that are aligned with it. To think thoughts of poverty, lack, and limitation is to invite circumstances that mirror those patterns. To think thoughts of growth, abundance, and possibility is to summon life's riches, not by accident, but by spiritual law. The author invites us to consider our own lives as proof of this principle. How often have we found that persistent worry attracts the very thing we fear? A person who constantly dwells on financial scarcity often finds bills piling up, opportunities slipping away, and people treating them with the same scarcity mindset they carry. On the other hand, individuals who cultivate a sense of wealth consciousness, even before money has arrived, notice doors opening, unexpected help appearing, and synchronicities aligning to support their journey. It is not luck, it is resonance. What we carry within inevitably expresses itself without. One of the most powerful insights in the book is the reminder that riches are not defined by the numbers in a bank account. Riches are a state of mind. They are found in gratitude, in creativity, in the ability to see possibilities where others see obstacles. A farmer who tends his land with love, grateful for every harvest, may live more richly than a millionaire who is plagued by fear of loss. The book challenges us to expand our definition of wealth, to recognize that riches encompass health, joy, love, and spiritual fulfillment as much as financial prosperity. True abundance is holistic, it nourishes the body, mind, and soul. The author then guides us to the transformative practice of visualization and mental rehearsal. Our minds, they explain, cannot distinguish vividly imagined experiences from real ones. When we continually picture ourselves thriving, succeeding, or giving generously, we are programming our subconscious to accept that image as truth. And once the subconscious accepts it, our actions, attitudes, and energy naturally align to bring that picture into reality. Imagine an athlete who sees himself crossing the finish line long before the race begins. His body follows the blueprint his mind has rehearsed. In the same way, when we envision financial security, meaningful work, or fulfilling relationships with enough clarity and emotion, we set in motion the unseen forces that conspire to bring them forth. But the book does not shy away from addressing the inner resistance many of us carry. Negative beliefs, inherited from family or society, often whisper that wealth is unattainable, or worse, that it is corrupting. Many of us grew up hearing phrases like, "Money doesn't grow on trees," or, "Rich people are greedy." Without realizing it, these beliefs become silent programs, sabotaging our ability to welcome abundance. The author reminds us that unless these inner scripts are rewritten, no amount of external effort will bring lasting success. We must confront and dissolve the fears, guilt, and doubts we hold about money and worthiness. For as long as we believe we are undeserving, we unconsciously repel the very blessings we pray for. Here, the book encourages the practice of affirmations, not as empty repetition, but as sacred declarations. When we say, "I am worthy of abundance," or, "Opportunities flow to me effortlessly," we are not simply trying to convince ourselves. We are planting seeds of truth into the subconscious, seeds that, when watered daily with belief, grow into the reality we experience. The book reminds us that the universe responds not to our words alone but to the conviction behind them. A hesitant thought has little power. A thought infused with certainty, gratitude, and expectancy has the force of creation itself. Throughout its pages, the book weaves in real-life stories of transformation. There is the tale of a man who grew up in poverty, working endless hours yet never seeming to escape his circumstances. It was only when he began to change his inner dialogue, from, "I can't afford this," to, "I am creating ways to afford it," that he noticed a shift. Opportunities for extra income appeared, mentors entered his life, and within a few years he had built a business that sustained his family comfortably. His outer reality changed only after his inner narrative shifted. Another story describes a woman who, after a painful divorce, felt she had lost everything. Yet, by practicing gratitude for even the smallest things, her health, her children, the sunrise, she gradually transformed her sense of lack into a consciousness of abundance. With time, not only did she rebuild her finances, but she also discovered deeper joy and peace than she had ever known before. Such stories reveal the central message of the book: transformation begins within. We do not wait for the world to change before we change our thinking. We change our thinking, and then the world responds. This is the law of attraction, not as a shallow promise, but as a profound spiritual principle. The author likens it to planting. We cannot expect to harvest apples if we plant thorns. Likewise, we cannot expect a life of abundance if our thoughts are rooted in scarcity. Every moment, we are sowing seeds with our thoughts. The harvest, whether of riches or of lack, is inevitable. The book also touches on the importance of action, clarifying a common misunderstanding. While thoughts are the starting point, they are not the end. Thoughts align us with possibilities, but action brings those possibilities into form. A person who visualizes wealth but does nothing will find their dreams evaporating like mist. But one who combines clear intention with inspired action steps into the flow of abundance. The book reminds us that the universe meets us halfway. When we dare to take steps toward our vision, even small ones, life responds with resources, allies, and opportunities we could not have foreseen. Another powerful theme woven into the narrative is generosity. Wealth that is hoarded stagnates, wealth that is shared multiplies. When we give, whether money, time, or kindness, we affirm that we live in a universe of abundance. The act of giving declares, "I have enough, and there is always more." This mindset not only enriches others but also attracts more richness to us. The book shares the story of a struggling entrepreneur who, despite his limited means, decided to give a portion of every earning to causes he cared about. Far from depleting him, this practice opened unexpected channels of income, and he found his business expanding in ways he could not have planned. His generosity had tuned him to the frequency of abundance. As the book nears its close, it invites us to reflect on what riches truly mean for us personally. For some, it may be financial freedom. For others, it may be the ability to spend more time with loved ones, to travel, to create, or simply to live in peace. The message is that riches are as individual as fingerprints, and what matters most is aligning our thoughts with our own deepest vision of abundance. The danger lies not in desiring too much, but in settling for too little, in believing we are at the mercy of circumstance. The truth, as the book insists, is that we are powerful creators, and our thoughts are the blueprints of our destiny. The closing message is tender yet empowering. Life is not withholding anything from us. The universe is generous, abundant, overflowing with possibilities. The only limits are the ones we impose through fear, doubt, or narrow thinking. When we dare to think expansively, to believe in possibilities, and to live with gratitude, we step into harmony with the great law of attraction. Wealth, then, ceases to be something we chase and becomes something we magnetize, effortlessly, naturally, as a reflection of who we are. And so, the invitation of why your thoughts attract riches is simple yet profound. Guard your thoughts, nurture them, choose them wisely. For in every moment, you are shaping the contours of your future. Think abundance, and abundance will find you. Think love, and love will surround you. Think possibility, and doors will open where walls once stood. In the quiet sanctuary of your mind lies the power to transform your life, to attract riches beyond measure, and to discover that the truest wealth is not just what you gain, but who you become in the process.